Hey guys, TheGamingSandwich here. So we're doing a quick profile on my Runik deck. So we've got 2 copies of Card. It's your only normal summon of the deck. You can do most of the combos apart from special summoning with this card around, so it's fine. You can tribute this, go straight to the phase, but you draw 2 cards. It's really nice. So you've got your field spell active. It's absolutely insane. Just in good +1. Your opponent can, if they need to, preempted this, but it's kind of fine. If they preempted this, you kind of can normal summon this. They like impermanent, and then you can kind of go for your thingy play because you haven't activated the effect, so it's really good. 1 copy of Electromagnetic Turtle. We don't like our opponent going for battle phase. We like to end it, so it's kind of cool. So for the Runik spells, which we're running a lot of, by the way, 2 Runik Fountain, which is really good. You know, you can activate your quick plays drawing your opponent's turn from the hand, which is again insanely useful. When a quick play spell card is activated, you can put as many as you want back and then to the bottom of the deck and then draw that many cards. It is a soft one, so if you have multiple field spells, you can do that. The funny thing is that I always keep forgetting to remind people is if you do Ash, one of the ones that searches, you still get the resolution of this, which is kind of funny because it doesn't negate the effect, it just negates. So you have to negate the activation to stop this from resolving, so kind of annoying. 1 Runik Allure. We are playing a lot of quick plays in this deck, so the ability to banish an extra 1 for your opponent is really, really solid. So that's fine. Right, for your Runik spells, which are running a lot of, we're running Free Tip, which is your Rotor. Free Freezing Curses, which is your Monster Effect Negation. Free Flashing Fire, which is your Monster Destruction. Free Destruction, which is your Spell and Trap Disruption. Free Slumber, which is you just saying no, your opponent's monster can't attack, or your monster can't be destroyed by card effects, can come in handy. Free Golden Dropper, because we are playing for mill, so playing for the deck out win con, so we need it. So this one is your opponent draws a card but banishes then the top 4. So yeah, you are giving them an extra card, but most of the time it doesn't matter. Free Smiting Storm and 1 Dispelling. So that's a lot of Runik spells. So we kind of maximised a little bit on these, so that's fine. For your regular stuff, so I'm going to count kind of like what I call like the more power ones. So we're in 1 day of peace because again, no battle damage, you both draw a card. 1 card of demise. You just set your hand and just go. It's great. 3 copies of Part of Duality, because again, you can get around with not special summoning if you need to, so that's kind of like the power kind of ones. Then we run 2 copies of Radiant Typhoon, so this is your discard a quick play, draw 2 cards, really solid. 2 copies of Soul Absorption, so when your opponent banishes cards, you gain life points. This can stack in insane ways, so it's really good. And then for our final card we're running is 3 copies of the Fallen and the Virtuous. So this allows us to keep control of the deck a bit more. Also allows us to play around imperm a little bit. So if we need to get out one of our future monsters to add, and the opponent tries to imperm it, we can destroy it with this. So this kind of comes up quite nicely. So yes, very nice deck. It's a good solid 40 cards. So yeah, no more no less. So for the extra deck, what is it? You run 2 Hugin, which is your add of your main field spell. I run 3 of this because I always end up going into it, so that's fine. Just because again, it can add a lot, but the gaining of life points again does matter. Preemptively, remember this says your opponent cannot target stuff on your field, which kind of for me comes in useful. 3 Jerry, because I always seem to end up needing to add back my field spell. And most of the time, somehow my extra gets ripped a lot, so I always need 2 more. This one, because again, it can add the quick plays, it's a good one to have. Then we have 2 Albion and 1 Dragon that Devours the Dogma. Albions, again, can search, and then Dragon Devours the Dogma makes it so it's sort of like if I activate it and my opponent kind of like, say, chains call by preemptively, I can then send this and it allows me to play around. 1 Castell, because level 4s. Technically, you could make this booster if you really feel like. I just use it to just play around and get rid of like things that annoy me. So just return them, so it's fine. And then 1 Phoenix again, just play around with problem back row. So like something like anti-spell or something like that. So yeah, that's fine. For the side deck, we are running Spooky because we like gaining life points. This one to go into board, so we can just, if we're going to into like someone's playing a lot of omnis, we can just go cool, activate this, it's fine. Going for, so these are more going second, this is more going first. Going second again for Contact C, going second for Santa Claus. Swordsman of the Swordsman of Revealing Light. I don't know. It's a janky card. It's got 0 attack. I wanted an excuse to run this just because I always like the artwork of it. So again, it's sad, but I just like the card. So I had a spare slot, and I was like, I've got this random jank ultra that no one's seen. So again, it's a battle phase one, and it just kind of came up a few times. And then last but not least, from the actual movie pack thing. Inferno Tempest, again it's a quick play, just banishes a lot, that plus banishes all monsters in most players' decks. I'm only running 2 in the main, so it's hilarious, or even worst case scenario, if I do have these, I'd lose these, which I'm not too fussed at, because then we're just playing with spells, and I'm more likely going to win that grind game, so hey, fun. So yeah, so that's the deck. Hopefully you guys like it. There's really much to explain in terms of build with this. It's very competent in what it does. You just try and get to your field spell as fast as possible. The only one, like I said, is the good thing you can do is if you have a couple of bits, and that's it, like I just said before. So just if you activate Runik 1 to fuse, activate effect, discarding a card to add the field spell, they imperm, you just activate this and pop your own monster, and then you can play around it. So it does kind of help, but that's really about it, where your cookie cutter combos kind of change. But apart from that, it's just all Runik and allows your opponent to hate life. Reasonably budget, so hey, if you want to annoy everyone at locals, go ahead. Have a good day. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys later.